Lunatone was a fan favorite deck back in the day because it was a single prize Pokemon that could one-hit big Pokemon V, and also was incredibly cheap, with the entire deck costing less than your last DoorDash order. As time has gone on though, only one of those things has remained true. The deck is still incredibly cheap, but without Scoop Up Net and format, it lost its capability of one-hitting things, thus lost any relevancy it previously had. But the deck now has some tricks up its sleeve, and I think it's actually pretty solid right now. It is a very fast aggro single prize deck, so it can kind of make up for its lack of damage ceiling just because it's really fast and can take prices while other decks are setting up. And it has some cool TMs, like Crisis Punch gives it a way to hit big damage in the late game and take those last two prizes when your opponent might not expect it. And also that TM Blindside helps us finish off knockouts that we can't quite reach, where like we maybe hit like a Roaring Moon for 150 damage, they hide it on the bench, and instead of having to find boss, we can still play our supporter, draw cards, and then just blindside and knock out that Roaring Moon on the bench. And just the rest of this deck is trying to be consistent and fast and just announce Moon Kinesis early often. There is some Path of the Peaks in here to try to press advantage and slow our opponent down in the early game. And honestly, I think this deck is pretty cool. We're definitely going to be struggling with Iron Hands, but I'm kind of wondering, in this economy, can Lunatone succeed? Let's find out. So does Lunatone get dubs in 2024? We're going to find out. Going first, did give my opponent a couple mulligans. We have pretty okay hands. Like, we got research for next turn. We can start getting Lunatones and Solrocks loaded up. We're actually up against Snorlax stall. So that's really fun. We can't bench Solrock or Greninja in this matchup or it just gets trapped. We're in kind of a precarious position because they just play Erica and my life is ruined. So we just have to hope that they can't find their Ericas until we could like find an Iono, find a research, or find a super rod, I mean. But yeah, I don't really want to like research away these dudes just for them to get Echoing Horn back down. Yeah, I kind of don't know how we should approach this one, to be honest. I think we're even like Cycle Draw, kind of like if I don't Cycle Draw, it's sort of tip. Well, that does it tip my hand that I don't want to draw more cards. But if I think it makes them more likely to play Erica if I do use Cycle Draw. They are playing the Pidgey build, but they're playing a lot of Snorlaxes, so that's interesting. Let's play Heavy Ball. I have no intention of actually grabbing anything off of this. Let's just attach. I'm kind of also... It's weird because I kind of have to build up multiple Lunatones. It's really, really annoying. Or we could just lose to Pidgeot. Oh, this is awkward. Let's go get another Lunatone down. Just so we don't lose to Pidgeot aggression. And then I think we pass for now. I want to like at least take like the turn I bench a Solrock. I at least want to take a prize card. Bravery Charm there is quite annoying. Sisters, that is potentially annoying. Actually nothing too bad. Okay, cool. I was like hoping to keep the Super Rod, keep the Switch Cart and stuff. Crisis Punch isn't going to be doing us anything. We're going to go for it here. We're going to just start throwing cards on the table. I probably could have and maybe should have gone bench Radiant Greninja for some more cards, but it's okay. Sort of sucks that we can't take a knockout the same turn we start slapping, or the same turn that we have bench Pokemon, but hopefully it's okay. We hit him with the Moon Kinesis. Like we have boss that's potentially a switch out. We have our two switch carts, so yeah, this is doable. It's just not going to be very easy. This is one of the matchup I wanted to show to like showcase the ability of the Lunatone deck. That's kind of a weird build of Pidgey block. Like they're playing Heavy Sisters and stuff. Not the like they're probably not playing the Radiant Charizard. Then it's probably just like a Snorlax deck that happens to play Pidgeots. League headquarters don't really mind. Like part of me wants to Iono because like their hand's massive, but also like they're not establishing Pidgeot. So like it's clearly not like super good. I don't want to get the Super Odd Fang sniped though. Like are they playing Luxray? I don't really know. I would assume so. That card's really good. We found a Switch card safely on our hand. We have Boss safely in our hand as well. We can just Moon Kinesis for 150. Like theoretically we have enough resources that we could finish out this game. Actually drawing the Earthen Vessel is pretty cool because we can Fog for a Psychic and then Earthen and discard it and get a Sun Energy pop. Alright, We're gonna see a boss's orders. I might actually just go like Fog for Psychic, Earthen Vessel, discard it, and just go boss KO Pidgey and like attach retreats. Because it might be hard for them to find what they want if there's no Pidgey out. At least that's the hope. And then we also can kind of like build one big Lunatone. Not have to worry about getting knocked out by like a Pidgey or something. So let's play a boss. Drag up this dude. Get that retreat. I do still want to like load up this Lunatone. And try to maybe like one-shot Rotom next turn if they gust again. So that is 180. That is, I mean, I could have bossed the Rotom and taken the KO, but ideally, like, the Rotom will still be there next turn. And might like this Pidgeot KO might not exist. And then if they're like the Rotom's not there, like they play Penny, and they're not drawing any cards, and hopefully we can overrun them. At least that's the hope. So super odd, the Pidgey back in the deck. Probably gonna see a counter catcher or something to drag up Solrock. Yes, but we do have the boss and the Touch Retreat again. Sisters is sketchy. Not too bad. We've been kind of lucky. 3 Sisters is... So I'm kind of doubting they have space for Luxray if they're playing 3 Sisters. There we just boss up the Rotom. We retreat. And we have 2 Switch cards left, so we theoretically have enough resources to close out this game. And I don't think we need to use Sun Energy this turn. Like, might want a little bit of another Lunatone. Might want to... I'll just pile up even more on that one. I don't know. Like, theoretically, we have the resources that we could finish out this game. Like, we have 2 Switch cards. So, yeah, each of those finds a prize. And they can't really bench Pidgey because they don't know how many boss we play. So if they do bench a Pidgey, that could be another way to retreat and take an additional prize. So they're kind of in awkward spots. I'm going to like aggressively dig into the deck and try to find my other Switch card. Because I get it safely in the hand, I think we should just win. Because like their other, like, they shouldn't have any Misfortune Sisters left. The other Switch card is in there. So we're going to try to rip it with the Trekking Shoes here. Well, I don't mind the research, honestly. So let's play the Switch cards. We could discard everything, just hopefully get that Switch cards. We did, and from the Path to the Peak, which I suppose could like maybe do something. So we'll drop it because why not? I pressed Sun Energy for some reason. It's fine. All right. Moon Kinesis for the knockout, and we have the Switch card safe in hands. We like, even if they win with like a Luxray or something, then we can just attach retreats and win with Moon Kinesis. So unless something crazy happens, it has to be like Iono to 1 plus counter catcher. But also they don't know that we have the Switch card in hand, so they might not go for the Iono. Yeah, and despite not having Pokemon that can attack, like aggressive decks are really annoying for Snorlax. That was a cool dub up against block. This hand is a little less good. I mean, Manaphy. Another one? What's it all the Snorlaxes on ladder today? I mean, it had a solid weekends at the Utrecht special events. If we open Manaphy, that's kind of bad. That like forces us to have a switch. Yeah. I'm not dealing with another one of these. Go next. Alright, please just don't be Snorlax. Like, please just don't. Greninja, okay, good. It's something other than Snorlax. We have a lot of Pokemon Search in this hand. And that's not necessarily a good thing. This is Roaring Moon. That should be a pretty solid matchup. Because they don't prize trade too well with our single prizers. And they did bench Baby Mew, or not Baby Mew, they benched Mew EX. That could be a tasty 2-prize snack. One thing I did see in their mulligans was Water Energy, so we do unfortunately have to put down Manaphy. Like, it kind of sucks for like our bench space, but I think it's kind of necessary. They're finding shoes, they're popping off a little bit here. I wouldn't actually mind like being able to take this Greninja knockout turn 1, because then we like forcing the odd prize with the more Pekka gets a lot worse. Also just limits the cards I can draw. Another Fog Crystal is fine. Let's just rip this Battle Pass. Get down the Solrock and a Manaphy. So we have... And we can rip another Battle Pass here. I think we just go single Solrock. I should probably double Solrock, just a thin, right? Let's get some Psychic Energies out of the deck. And hopefully we can conceal cards into a research. Otherwise this might just be a Cycle Draw turn. which isn't the worst thing in the world. So let's bench the Greninja, a Research, or an Earthen Vessel would be pretty good. Oh, how about both? Either. Rip. Okay. Let's Sun Energy to the active. I think I want to attach to one of the bench guys just so like we have a pivot. Because I'm fully expecting this Lunatone to go down. And then we just press Cycle Draw. I'm gonna keep the Psychic Energy so we can always have that conceal card. So we did pull the Research off the Cycle Draw. Have the Switch card, so maybe this energy. I mean, like, what do? We attach the energy to the Lunatone, and it just gets knocked out. So it's. I mean, if they whip this knock, I'd be incredibly surprised. Like that's a dub for me. But yeah, they do have the Professor Sadas, so all they have to do, yeah, kind of Switch card. And they're gaming. I think they want to swing with the Echo. Catcher, fortunately for us, hits Tails. I think they'd probably chase Manaphy if this hits. They're going for it again. Catcher's not being very nice, though. Definitely 50-50 for sure. The Dire Flame Wings, other attachments. They're actually not going for the more Pekka, which feels like a misplay. They nuke my poor Lunatone for 200 damage. I mean, having the pivot here is nice. Maybe not immediately, but for future turns could be pretty good. Iono, I do kind of like the idea of saving the boss, but also getting the energy in the discard pile seems pretty good. We do have that TM Blindside. We still have one boss. Yeah, I think this is fine. Also could keep the vacuum as well, in case of like boost capsules and stuff. But we're just gonna rep the Research. Did find energy, which is good. We can thin out the other Lunatone. Yeah, we can press conceal cards. Good. Path and Earthen Vessel. That's pretty nice. Keep thinning. I think we want to put down Path. I mean, it does shut off our Radiant Greninja down the road here, but like also they'd probably just Calamity Storm and knock it out, discard it. So yeah, we can Sun Energy a couple times, get this thing loaded up, and just punch. And it's important that we hit for 150, because now TM Blindside does pick up the KO if they want to retreat and hide this thing on the bench, or rope and hide this on the bench. And they have spent one Switch card, so it might be hard for them to heal this thing up, get it out of Blindside range. They probably want to like look to go into more Pekka this turn. They do play a Judge, which is sort of annoying. I mean, researching out the Rod wouldn't have been fun, but hey, we take this. Judge is alive. Catcher number 4. Let's see. Okay, they do hit heads. Where do they go with this? Probably Manaphy. Yes, okay. I'm kind of okay with that because all we have to do is find Rescue Carrier. Like, that's not that hard. Conserving the energy on the Lunatone doesn't mean too much. I guess we could go like counter catcher KO Moltres. That would be pretty fun. Let's Earthen, get some more energy in the discard pile. Counter catcher is in there. I sort of want to get there. That'd be really cool. Trekking Shoe, no. Like, Carrier finds that thing anyway. Shoe, we're cooking. Don't want their energy. And the other boss is not great. But actually, we might just go boss KO on Moltres this turn. Dude, all the shoes. And there's the Carrier. Okay, bust the deck. Let's go Rescue Carrier, get back Lunatone and Manaphy. We can play this other shoe, see where that gets us. I don't think we need another path. I just like want to get closer to maybe my TM Blindside or just something else here. So we can get 6-7 energies on there. One shot Moltres, that seems pretty good to me. Yeah, it's either that or Research, and I don't really want to Research right now. There's all the energies. We can put down the path to the peak. We can drag up the Moltres, and we can boom it with a Moon Kinesis. Yeah, we're definitely gaming. This is pretty solid for us. Crisis Punch and Iono are both good cards. Crisis Punch could be our best way at knocking out a Moon to finish out the game. And yeah, Iono doesn't get us as deep into the deck, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. So they're going to attack with the more Pekka. Give us the Blindside as an option. They do also bounce my Stadium, that's okay. They don't want to restart before the Research. They don't like drawing more cards. Interesting. They're hitting their own Trekking Shoes. I guess it's only fair that I played like 4 shoes last time, that they should find a couple of their own. So yeah, we want to get to the TM Blindside this turn. Also, I guess we could get Counter Catcher as well. Unfortunately, we can't. I mean, we only can get 4 energies on a Lunatone in any one turn. I guess if we topped it the Raihan, well, we'd still be short of Psychic Energy. So there's just Energizer Wheel, big overkill on my Lunatone, and they are loading a Mew, which doesn't really do too much for them. So I think we play the Iono this turn, and like if we find Counter Catcher to KO the Moon, that's a dub. Raihan. That's really interesting. We can Spend this Nest Ball, get another Lunatone. See exactly what's in here. This is kind of interesting because we need catcher and psychic energy, so we can't quite get the KO. I mean, we could press Pokestop, but then we can mill the Blindside, and that feels kind of bad. I think I kind of want to like, I mean, holding the hand doesn't like sound like a bad thing. I think we just go for the TM Blindside here, just KO the moon. And then we overload the energy on the Solrock, so we have pivots for future turns to get back into a Lunatone. And like we have it all lined up that Crisis Punch should be the game. Yeah, like we win the prize race if they just go more P.E.K.K.A. We can take 2 single prize knockouts to win the game, and that's fine. The only way this like gets screwed up is if they clone cross switcher me. So playing the Iono next turn is probably pretty good. But like also they're not playing. I doubt they're playing Cologne. Like usually you only see Cologne if they play switchers, and they're down 4 catchers. So there shouldn't be switchers and catchers, you'd think. Okay, they're gonna move the energies to active more P.E.K.K.A. and give me the old Energizer wheel again. Iono to 2 is a bit annoying, but also we can just press Pokestop. Crisis Punch is safe on the bottom of the deck, and what's it called? We can hit a Rescue Carrier. So they're loading up a Roaring Moon. We actually might need the thing, what's it called? The Crisis Punch to win this game. So they're loading their thing up. I kind of don't want to take this single prize knockout. Then we lose counter catcher. So yeah, they're down like a boss and 4 catchers. There's a super rod, which isn't amazing. I want to rip this Pokestop. Hope we find a carrier. We do at the price of 2 researches. That's okay. Let's Rescue Carrier back double Lunatone. Yeah, I think the plan is just like retreat into Ninja Pass. Is that really the play though? Like if we take this KO, we have to find Crisis Punch next turn. Which I guess, to be fair, is pretty high odds, right? But if we don't take this KO, the Crisis Punch is a win con as well as counter catcher. So we'd be basically guaranteed. So I think we can conceal cards. There's the counter catcher. I think we just pass with this Solrock active, because then they can't more P.E.K.K.A. They're down 5 gust outs, so they can't... Or not they can't, but it's unlikely that they could boss my Lunatone. They have to like find Power Pad, which the Pokestop did not give them. So then next turn we can, okay, they had the Power Pad the entire time. Next turn we just counter catcher, drag up the Mew and boom it with Moon Kinesis. They're gonna be digging for either boss or Iono, but Iono puts us pretty close to our Crisis Punch. And they have to swing with the Roaring Moon this turn, or they're just not taking prizes, which might not be a bad thing for them, honestly. Yeah, I think their play probably should be try to energize our wheel Lunatone, like force me to have everything. But no, they just Calamity Storm. They do take the Pokestop away. We do have 1 energy deck, because like there's kind of an argument to maybe super routing back in 1 energy to give us bonus odds of out. Don't even have to worry about Iono missing. I mean I was basically guaranteed, right? Because there's like 1 psychic energy in there. There's Crisis Punch in there. Like the bottom 2 cards would have to be Energy and Crisis Punch. Wait, we don't want them to concede on us. We want to do the thing. Do the thing. The thing! Crisis Punch! Boom! Take that, Roaring Moon! You just got rocked. What a broken deck.